Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. Still no luck so far with the creepers. Got some skeleton horses, which means I don't have to bring any over. That seems to be a thing with the system that I've built with the command blocks that replaces skeleton horses with shulkers. I think it's just a case of if the lightning strikes close enough to a player and spawns a skeleton horse, then the skeleton horse will trigger before the command block kicks in. And it only targets primed skeleton horses, not the ones that are left afterwards, so obviously nothing happens to those. But anyway, I have done some more work over here, not sort of a huge amount. I haven't finished off the other habitats yet. I'll probably do some work on the, let's see, the desert and maybe the mansion. But I've put all the pillars and the glass in, and we've got our first resident down there. He's currently blocked in with gravel. Obviously that's not going to stay there permanently, it's just to stop him kicking my ass anytime I come in here. So here we have, come on, sludge motor. And I have another resident, I wouldn't say ready exactly, but a lot of the work is done. And it was always going to be one of the biggest pains in the arse, because one of the hardest things in this game to catch is a ghast. And if you've seen Hermitcraft Season 3, you'll know that... Season 3? Yeah, Season 3. You'll know how much trouble there was with Biffa trying to get one for his museum. I'm not sure he ever actually ended up getting one. So I built... We'll come to that in a second. So I built this, I carved this out and made a cage for ghasts to spawn in. And I didn't end up needing it because one spawned up here, conveniently between some layers of netherrack, which made it easy to get him. But not only did a ghast spawn, the ghast that spawned was in fact the best known and most talented of all mobs. He does make his feelings very clear if you get too close to him. But yes, I have the great honour of being graced with the presence of Rick Ghastly performing his hit single, Never Gonna Give You Up. I mean, what more could you ask for, honestly? But yeah, he is very, very clear that he will hurt you. Yeah, so I've got this guy here. And I'm just going to turn the, where are the sounds? I'm just going to turn that down. So, I've got this rail in here. It only goes so far. I mean, the difficulty with the ghast is it's fat and you have to get near it. But this is where he spawned, so I built this around him. All this netherrack here is stuff I built because I was acutely aware of blazes spawning up on the nether fortress right above this. So I blocked it all in because I don't want any of that nonsense. And this is really just a case of trying to shove a minecart into him and hope it picks him up. Got him. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. So here we are with Rick Ghastly in a minecart. There he is. You see, it says it says. Oh, I can't zoom in on it because of the angle. It's just okay, but you can. I don't know if you can. Maybe I'll edit the video so you can read that. But it says Rick Ghastly, and that's actually what the name tag on the shulker box in the museum is. I think Jade left that for me. It'll be a useful spare in case something happens to this one. But the aim here is going to be to build a portal here that will match up with one in the museum, so that I can just get him straight in there. I'll probably use invisibility potions, but for the moment he's staying there because I'm not ready. I'm not ready to put him in there. I want the gas to be the last one I put in the nether area. So he is staying right where he is for the time being. Let's just grab some iron bars and close that up. So yeah, I think. Oh yeah, the other thing, the other big deal at the moment. I've got lava bucket with me. I picked up a lava that I encountered when I was digging out the area over there. I need to replace it with water again. Hey Bigman. Train of thought. Oh yeah. The other thing worth mentioning is I need to grab more rockets. I should probably change out for the water now rather than possibly in it wanting it. When it comes to moving Ghastly, I'm going to use the same tactic I did with the Elder Guardians. Iron bars above the track. We have a slime. Slime's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun because I get plenty of slimes spawning here. The trouble is getting them up to the surface, especially since I'm under an ocean. Maybe I'll do it with nether portals. That would work. If I built a portal... I was about to pull up Journey Map. I'm just running Optifine, not Forge at the moment, because Minecraft is being an arse and won't stay connected to the, well, it won't even properly connect in the first place to the server at the moment. It does this sometimes. So I'm just running Optifine without Forge. So I haven't got Journey Map. I was about to pull it up. But I could put a portal down here, shove the slime through, and then shove it back through on the other side, which should put it up at the surface. That should work. I guess that's a plan. I have to remember that. Anyway, lava. Lava, 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 lava. Goes there. And I'll grab some water. I still need to do something with the silverfish spawner. It's been blocked up in here. Well, I mean, as I say, do something with it. I was about to say I'll use it to get a silverfish, but I won't because I'll probably just break blocks in the walls to get a silverfish. Anyway. Oh! Huh. Don't have the waypoint. This is the trouble when you rely on Journey Map. Hang on. There was... There it is. Okay. I'd happen to know that it's in approximately the direction indicated by this bridge out. That bridge doesn't actually go all the way out there. Let's check my elytra. I was going to say, because I don't know how repaired they are. So I'm just going to head out into the endless blackness. And somewhere over here, I wonder if Risking It's been building this bridge. I have to thank Risking It quite a lot for helping with this. Well, I mean, I found this end city myself. It's one of the ones I found when I was looking for the one I eventually ended up at. But I didn't think there were any shulkers left here, but there are. This is probably about as close as you're ever going to find shulkers to the central island. And after a lot of work, because they break minecarts super easily. It is ridiculous how easily they break a minecart. A couple of shots and it breaks. But eventually I got it in there, and it was up there, so I dropped it down onto this roof, and then down from... See, it was up there originally, on that edge there. I think I can Did I just look at an Enderman? No, good. I have another death because I got killed by Enderman. Somewhere? Yeah, you can see the remains of where I pillared out. So that dropped down onto... Yeah, that dropped down onto this roof, and then from this roof I dropped it down to there. The plan with this one is I'm just going to get powered rails going, give it a shove, hopefully without it targeting me, and just let it zoom off, because if it starts shooting it's going to break the minecart, and then it's just going to make things very difficult, because it'll be out on the middle of a bridge over the void, and I'll have to try and get it back into a minecart. That won't be fun. But the alternative is to get it into a boat, which it can't break. At least certainly none of the ones in the boats back at my base have succeeded in breaking it. But then I have to make an ice path, and I'll make the ice path more than 1 block wide, which means I need several thousand ice blocks. I'd rather not. But yeah, the plan is going to be I'll break this block, have rail down here that it drops onto, and it'll just go off, hopefully without targeting me at any point. So that's that. That is there ready to be acquired. And that's pretty much the update on where I am with getting mobs. So I've found a village, a desert village, on a copy of the world. And I'm looking at it, looking at what materials I need, and I'm looking at the size of the buildings, and I'm looking at the space I have here, and I'm thinking, this is actually going to be quite a squeeze. I'm debating whether to have a village up here and then like underneath, so if you go down here on that side you'll have the underside of the cave area, and on this side you'll have sort of the ruined version of the village where the zombie villagers will be. But this is also the desert, this is also where the husk goes, and the husk can't go anywhere else, it lives in the desert. So it's going to be interesting. Because the thing is, the husk is pretty much the only desert creature, really. So I can't just put a husk in here. Well, I can, but it would be silly. I think what I'll do is I'll just gather materials together, I'll start putting some buildings in, I'll see how I feel about the space. So I'm going to need glass, sandstone, all sorts of different sorts of sandstone, maybe some cobble if I do the blacksmiths. I could do one of the larger buildings there. See, this is the other thing. You can't... Like, I want to have a couple of village buildings, and then I want to have a couple of ruined buildings. It's like, it's going to be a real squeeze. I don't know. I don't know. I think all I can do is try it out and see how it goes. This video may well be coming out on Saturday rather than Friday because I've been working on this and I've not got very much recorded. So this is just about done. I'm in two minds about this fence. I need some way to keep the husk from getting at the villagers. I'm pretty sure the husk will be smart enough not to walk into the cactus. To be fair, it'll probably spend most of its time standing right by the fence, so you know. This is all just about lit up enough. I did consider having fences under the ground and carpet on top, so it would be... No, because they'd still just walk across it, wouldn't they? I think. There would need to be a roof above it, so never mind. But yellow carpet looks terrible anyway. So we've got the blacksmiths, we've got a little house, we've got a tiny little farm. I've got more torches than I would like, but I don't have much choice about it. There's one there, there's one up there. You know, there's one inside each building. Actually, no, there isn't one in here. There's a sea lantern in here, which you shouldn't be able to see from outside because it'll be too high to look through the window, I think. Yeah, you can see the furnishings, but you can't see the sea lantern. Perfect. So all that's left here is the finishing touch, obviously, lava. And I've got torches on the roof of here as well. There's not a lot you can do. If I have a glass ceiling over this thing, you'll be able to see down to the roof anyway. I might not have a glass ceiling over this one. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll put ceilings on any of them to see from above, because we've got the jungle, the end city, and the forest all poke above the floor, so they'll all stick through the floor. The rest of them, I think I'll just have a ceiling, just a straightforward ceiling, because yeah, I don't think there's that much to be gained by seeing these from above. I don't know. I'm still most annoyed about that torch up there. I can't see a way to have a light source there that's not going to be visible. But yeah, that's the desert basically done, and I am going to do a ruined village underneath this because there just is not room to do a zombie villager village here at all. So the next thing to work on is the cave, and I really don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I don't just want a hole in the ground. I don't know. This one will take a bit of thought. It'd be easy if there were a natural cave here already, but I don't think there is. This is going to go a similar way to the Aber Caving sign-ups cave I did last world. I need to set up Aber Caving again this world. Hopefully we'll actually get around on. But it'll be the same kind of thing. It'll be a cave, and I'll put some ores in the walls and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to work on this now. And again, I'll probably just come back to you when I've done it. We'll see. I also need to dig out under here. That's going to be the fun part, figuring that out. I don't know whether to make the village down there cavey, or try and pretend it's on the surface and have like blue concrete or light blue concrete in the sea. Look at the light blue. Seriously? How do I not have a concrete powder recipe in here? No, but seriously, how do I not have the concrete powder recipe in here? I have made every colour of concrete on this server. I had to do so for my storage system. How do I not have the... Game is balked. Game is balked. Yeah, light blue concrete for a ceiling down there, maybe. We'll see. Okay, I am pretty happy with the cave. I'm not entirely keen on putting blocks up against the side like this, but from the main viewing angle, it looks so much better to have that than just a flat surface. So I'll sprinkle around some ores. We've got a nice dungeon over there. Obviously I can't get spawners in. Same goes for the lack of a cave spider spawner in here. Not that you wouldn't really be able to see it anyway. We've got all the ores in. This is going to be the viewing area down here, so you'll be able to see over there. There is a single sneaky diamond ore just there. Originally I had it in the ceiling here, but it was really hard to see. So I've got a sneaky torch up in the corner there, I've got a torch there. Neither torch should be visible from outside. Pretty sure. Yeah, you can't quite see that one. And from down here you can't really see the gap in the ceiling there, because I put the cobblestone in so that it blends. I mean, if you zoom in you can see it, but you have to zoom in. So that just leaves a little bit of redstone ore. Where should I put the redstone ore? Maybe there. I like it, I like it. So from here you can just about see that, and then you'll be able to see it from up above as well. Huh? This flat area of wall was a bit too bland, so a little bit of coal, that'll do. Let's trim this diorite slightly as well. This was natural diorite. That gravel there, that granite, this andesite, that granite. It'll be easier to list that this is partially natural diorite. There's some here, and I've expanded it out here. This was natural, that was natural. All the ones in there are natural, so there's some andesite there. This dirt's natural. Everything else, these two iron ore are natural, but everything else that's not stone I've placed. I mean, plenty of the stone I've placed as well, obviously, but my point is all the sort of variant blocks that are in there. All the rest of it is stuff I've put in. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's got the look I wanted, more or less. So we're going to have the cave spider, the zombie and the skeleton in here. It's quite a lot of space for them really, but you know. And then I've got to figure out what I want to do over here. And at the end I'm going to have the stronghold, which will be a very small little room, probably themed after the end portal room. And the walls and the floor are going to be slabs and stairs so that the silverfish can't go into them. The walls above the bottom block will be whatever, but the bottom edge of the walls and the floor have to be non-silverfishable, so to speak. And the main thing I need to do is work out where the stairs are going to be. So I'll do that. Let's see. The centre of this is 6915. So actually, this is precisely in the right place. It wasn't easy to tell because there's a load of stone here, but that is actually right underneath the sea lanterns. That is perfect. That is actually absolutely perfect. Nice. Keep pressing the wrong F button. I'll probably just carve this up to there so that you can see the floor. Oh no. Wait, what? This is 6915. Okay. So one extra block. So yeah, somewhere on this wall then will be the counterpart to this. I might even do it in exactly the same place. So that'll be the window to the zombie villager village. Let's just fill in. Sea lanterns. Sea lanterns. Sea lanterns are not in that shulker box. They're in one of these. One at the end. Yeah. Five, 6, 7, 8. So I guess this means I'm going to technically have 10 habitats, or I guess 11, because these two are going to be connected together. 11 habitats, why not? It doesn't matter how many I've got, it's just I'd sort of talked about the number and it's not now going to be the case. It's not important. This room was pristine. I put all the blocks in. We've got some cunningly placed stairs. And in the past, when they made the change, I hated the fact that they made it so fences and things will now connect to the sides of the stairs. But I actually need it here. Well, actually, no, did I forget to put iron bars in on this side? I actually don't need it here because I've taken out both blocks that were going to be stairs. But I didn't like it at the time because it meant that you couldn't do ruined looks as easily, or you couldn't have a solid block that the thing wouldn't connect to, or solid looking words. Anyway, Jade has dropped off some mossy stone bricks because I was going mad trying to grow enough vines to make enough, because vines grow so slowly. And I'm just going to plonk some of this in. You watch, I'll do all this and then the silverfish will still manage to find its way inside a block. In which case I'll just leave it to it and get another silverfish, to be honest. And then, obviously the finishing touch. Hopefully silverfish doesn't just dive into lava. And there we go, that's another room done. Let's just grab the glass. Can you not do that? Let's just take this line out as well so I can put sea lanterns in a minute. And that room is now ready for a silverfish to go in. Perfect. Okay, well, that is going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, share, favourite, comment, help support the channel. Follow me on Twitter to stay up to date what's going on. And subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.